Nowadays, it feels like there's a sample for everything, and while that sounds like a good thing, it usually ends up being a creativity killer. You know the drill, you sit down to make music, you open up your DAW, and suddenly you're like 45 minutes deep just flipping through different snare samples. By the time you settle on one, your inspiration's already gone. So if that's ever happened to you, you're not alone. That's why I created CG Drums. I wanted something that just works right out of the box. No weird quirks, no guesswork, just clean, powerful drums that sound great in any mix. In this video, I'll walk you through everything that's included so you can see how it might be the right fit for your studio. First of all, the CG Drums pack includes all of my go-to drum samples, the exact ones we use every week on our church kit. These are high-quality WAV files recorded, edited, and processed with care. So they're mix ready and they sound fantastic. When you open the drum samples folder, you'll find 4 subfolders. L stands for low, M for medium, MH for medium high, and the default velocity drum samples. Each folder represents a different velocity so you can program realistic drum dynamics or layer them however you like. Whether you're building a beat from scratch or just need a single kick or crash to punch through on a chorus, these samples are designed to give you options without the overwhelm. So if you use your own sampler or drum machine, I've made sure all of the WAV files are drag and drop ready. Load them into any DAW or plugin you like and shape them to fit your sound. Personally, I use PreSonus Studio One, where I can simply drop these samples right into my session and get to work. You might want to stack a kick sample under your existing track, or just throw in a clean cymbal crash that cuts through the mix. However you use them, these samples are built to save you time and deliver professional results. Now, for those of you that use PreSonus Studio One like me, I've included a custom impact preset so you can get up and running even faster. Inside the CG Drums pack, you'll find a file labeled cgdrums.soundx. Just copy that file and place it into your Studio One directory. The default path is usually in your Documents folder, Studio One, Presets, PreSonus, and then an Impact folder. If any of those folders don't exist, go ahead and create them. Once the file is in place, open any session and just drag the cgdrums.soundx file into your project. Studio One will automatically open a new instance of Impact loaded with all my samples mapped and ready to play. From there, you can build beats, assign pads, or tweak the preset to your liking. Be sure to save your own version if you make any changes that you love. Now, the third thing included is a preset specifically for the Roland TD-27 users. This is the exact module and kit we use live at my church, and I wanted to make it available for anyone using the TD-27. Setting it up takes a few extra steps. You'll need an SD card formatted by the TD-27 itself. Pop it into the module, go to System, SD card, and then Format. Once it's been formatted, remove the card and insert it into your computer. From the CG Drums pack, you'll drag the contents of both the import and Roland folders into your SD card. You should end up with an import folder that contains a CG Drums folder, and inside that are 13 audio files. Back in the main directory, there should be also a Roland folder, and inside that a TD-27 folder. Within that TD-27 folder, you'll see a backup folder and a kit folder. Drop the file labeled kit-001.td0 into your kit folder. Once the files are on your SD card, insert the SD card back into your TD-27, go to System, SD card 1 kit load, and you should see the CG Drums kit appear. I recommend loading it on the user slot 76. When it loads, you'll notice my custom samples mapped to snare, kick, tom 1, tom 2, and tom 3. The cymbals are still using the built-in TD-27 sounds, which I find are usually great right out of the box. Of course, you're welcome to customize and tweak anything you want from there. One more thing worth knowing for all of you is that when you purchase the CG Drums pack from my website, you'll receive free updates for life. So every time I improve the kit or add new samples or refine the presets, you'll get an email with the updated files. Whether you're a producer looking for mix-ready samples or a live drummer wanting to tighten up your kit, I hope this pack becomes a go-to resource for your music. If you want to grab CG Drums, look at the shop links below any of my YouTube videos, or just head directly to greenfamilymusic.com. I'm Chris Green. Thank you for all the support and have fun making music.